One of my greatest passions is to work with very creative people, or even people who don't really know what their creativity is, and to help them establish that and then bring it out into the world. And over time, and through my own journey and experience, I've devised a medicine wheel called the Wheel of Soul's Return. And this wheel takes us through 9 gateways. It has 9 segments in it, and it starts with the dreamer and ends with the wise elder. And it has archetypes, it has resources, it has tools, it has stages of life, and it has dwelling places. And it works a lot with the imagination, it works with our own creativity and our creative tools, and it helps us to go through and establish our own life's journey in how we bring ourselves into the world. We might connect that to how we were born, we might connect it to how we left home, we might connect it to every time we leave a job or take on a new piece of work. And we can see the journey unfolding through the wheel, and that then gives us resources to help us establish ourselves a little bit more fully in what we want to be doing. So when I look at the wheel myself and I work with the archetypes and I address my own challenges and my own particular life story through the wheel, I can see the dreamer that I have been. I can see when I start to dream something new in and where that takes me to. And I can see the innocent part of me that is very curious, very fascinated with life, and very fascinated with what I am able to create. And I also see where that innocent self has been shut down or is afraid of criticism or afraid of judgment, and then is inhibited and stops herself from creating. And then I'm aware of the rebel part of me that wants to break out of old modalities, that wants to change into a new way of seeing things and thinking about things, and to not be inhibited, to not be limited by how other people might see me, to do things my way and trust that. And then I can see the apprentice part of me that really dives deeply into understanding from a deeper level who I am, where I've come from, what my story really means, and isn't afraid to study and learn and be that student to life. I'm aware of my artisan, the artist in me that must create, that must build her own web of creativity. And the thespian who stands on the stage of life and says, yes, this is who I am, and learns to present herself, to sing her songs, to read her poetry, to bring her books out into the world. I can see that part of me, and I have to not be afraid of that part until I can fully stand in my own sovereignty. And when I see myself accepting who I am and really wanting to be who I am and saying yes to the king, the queen of my own energy field, then I am embracing my own life. When I'm fully aware of what it is I'm bringing to the world, and I'm not afraid to say it, to sing it, to show it. And of course I'm always aware of the sacred fool within me, the one that always learns about humility and is humble to life, that knows I have my faults, that knows I'm not always perfect, that I need to ask for advice, that I need to seek guidance, that I can make mistakes. And that part of me keeps me humble, keeps me connected to the soul of who I am, and always remembers where I've come from and the life story that I hold, so that I really can aspire to be the elder that I want to be for the future. And we're all coming to that place at some point in our lives. We all become an elder to others. And so we want to come to that place with a purity, with heart, with soul, and be able to support then the dream that comes after us and the innocent ones that come from that. So it's a cycle, it's a never-ending cycle of my own life and the work that I share with others. So here you can see the wheel. This is what it looks like. Right at the centre of it, it has the seer. And the seer is that witness part of us that is always looking, always watching, always observing, very, very conscious and aware of ourselves and what we're doing with our lives, how we're operating, how we're connecting to others, and particularly in this case, how we're connecting to our creativity and our art. So the first segment is about the dreamer and about our connection to spirit. It's about what is behind the smoke and veil, what's calling to us, what wants to be channeled through us. It's a time before we were born, before our own project or our own work has been born into the world. What are we dreaming in? And we all have the ability to dream, whether it's our nighttime dreams or our daydreaming. That dream is where we start to manifest what it is we're bringing into the world. And without that dream, nothing is created. So it is really important to give some attention to that dream and to start to invite it to make itself more present. I'll share a little bit more with you as we go on to the next video.